Hello and welcome back to Persona 4 Golden, and in today's episode we're going to get some side quests knocked out of the way, so, again, these episodes tend to be full of jump cuts, so I'll see you guys here in a bit when I find something interesting to show you.
The enemy's weak to darkness. You're on a roll, Senpai. 2 defeated.
Okay, so I'll show a little bit of the battle beforehand, and then I'll leave it on this item screen for my description. So I had to look up the information on the hard boots. So, I like to be honest with you guys, just being perfectly honest, I had to look it up. I've opened up golden chest after golden chest after golden chest, and it turns out that it is an item that is made by the blacksmith, and it requires you to turn in 5 thick hides. The hand-type enemy that you saw in the last battle drops the thick hide, but it is not a guaranteed drop, so I'm gonna have to grind up, I guess, all 5, because I have no idea how many I've sold in the past to the blacksmith, in order to be able to buy the hard boots from him, just so you guys kind of know what we're doing for that quest. Okay, we are finally done. Those are the last 2 that I needed. Wow, it was like the silver dice all over again. I spent an incredibly long time killing those guys. I even leveled up a few times, which is crazy for going all the way to the bathhouse to level up, but it's done. A couple more items to look for, guys. Okay, so we got the Charmed Veil. I believe it dropped from the... I fought a Golden Hand, and then I fought some enemies afterwards. I'll just show the enemies that were afterwards. It must have dropped from the priestess-looking character. Oh, I forgot that we never ended up coming back here after we defeated the final boss, so I guess there's a boss at the end. We might be able to take care of that in this episode. Well, I guess I'll have to give it a try if I get back up to the top.
Give me a sec. I'll do a quick scan. It's so puny. Use electricity on it.
Well, this is a new enemy that I didn't encounter the last time I was here. Although it being weak to electricity is very convenient.
3 enemies did.
That also shows off Risei's Analyze skill, which will just randomly reveal a weakness that an enemy has.
Nice. There's an enemy weak to wind.
Are they resistant to ice? No. See there.
Enemy down. You did it, Chie-senpai.
Okay, so that is another one of the items we're looking for, the leaf pochette. Drops from the blind cupids, apparently.
Looks like that one's immune to wind. All right.
Okay, so that was the Eternal Lamp. The bird drops it, not the stone guys. I know that for sure. I've killed a ton of those stone guys so far on this floor. But yeah, that looks like it's the last item that we need. I guess I'm gonna just head up to the top floor and try to fight the boss today. I just got to the top of Void Quest again, and I was getting ready to fight the boss, and generally, whenever I finish out a dungeon, I like to fuse away all my personas. While I was fusing personas, I talked to Margaret, and Margaret mentioned that I could create a Neko Shogun, which is what I need for her next social link, by fusing 4 or more personas. And I guess if it costs 4 or more personas, it has specific personas that it requires to summon. So we can summon a Neko Shogun, and in fact, I've summoned all the personas that I need for that. However, the kind of crux and the problem that I ran into earlier was that I had no way of getting Bufala, which, as you can see, I now have on a Kusumitama. The Bufala skill I got from a King Frost, and I fused King Frost into a Kusumitama. I apologize, I did not record the fusion. I did not think it was relevant until I was going back through and trying to catalog everything. However, now we can make a Neko Shogun who knows Bufala. So we will be able to fulfill her request, so I'll see you guys here in just a second.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Why, thank you, Margaret. A Neko Shogun with Bufala. You have successfully completed the request. This is a rare persona. I think I could even beat my master with this. Wait a moment. Persona's nose isn't long at all. No, there's no way I can win with this Persona. She's like a Persona with a long nose to beat. Oh, Igor. Oh, that's great. It's not easy to surpass the master. Regardless, I appreciate you showing me this beautiful Persona. One after another, you make my every wish come true. What a gentleman. Margaret is smiling gently. Become a little bit more intimate with Margaret. Rank 5! Woo! I'm very curious to know what her next request is going to be, and if I can do it now. Well then, for my next request. A Black Frost with Auto Tsukakaja. Okay, Auto Tsukakaja is an ability I have on a lot of my personas, so this might be doable. I actually will show you guys. If I remember correctly, it was a Pentagon? Yeah, so if we can get any of those 5 personas there with Auto Tsukakaja, then we're good to go, and we can make it, and we can be done with it. So I'm gonna mess around and see if I can do that, I guess. If you have a persona with Auto Tsukakaja, I highly recommend you pump some shit into a fusion calculator, because it would have taken me ages to be able to figure out how to do this manually, and I probably would have used 1,000 friggin' personas away and be flat broke again. So I highly recommend that if you ever need to do some fusing for a specific persona, like for any of Margaret's requests, or for something that you're very interested in getting, definitely look it up, because you're not going to be able to do it by yourself, I don't think. But yes, we did end up getting Auto Tsukakaja on Pyrojack, so we can pass it on to Black Frost. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we're turning in the request in.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Why, thank you. Ah, you've brought a Black Frost, and he has Auto Tsukakaja. You've successfully completed the quest. Do you know this persona's tragic past? Black Frost lived alone for over thousands of years. While enduring the solitude, he prayed to the sky over and over, pleading, "Give me a friend." Eventually, the god he served granted him a friend for a single day, and the two of them frolicked through the fields as happy as he could be. They spent many precious hours together, and then the sun set, the friend vanished. Black Frost regretted his request. If he had known that he would be left sad and lonely, he never would have asked for the friend in the first place. Hence, Black Frost... I didn't mispronounce it. Forget it. I made it all up anyway. God damn it, Margaret! Did you believe me? Adults shouldn't be so easily swayed by what others say. Anyhow, I appreciate that you showed me this wonderful card. One after another, they make my every wish come true. What a gentleman. Margaret is smiling gently. Became a little bit more intimate with Margaret. We're now rank 6 with the Empress. Well then, for my next request, show me Yatagarasu equipped with Megiddo. Okay, well I have a Megiddo skill card, and I believe I can resummon that. So again, I guess we're gonna do a lot of Margaret requests this episode. Great. It turns out that I was mistaken. I did not have a Yatagarasu. I think that's how it's pronounced. I have seen it before in the fusion options. It's a bird. It looks a lot like the birds that carry the lamps. However, since I cannot make it at this time, I will probably go through and make it either in the next episode or the episode after that, in order to show off Margaret's next event. But yeah, guys, we're here at Void Quest in-game, ready to take on the optional boss here. So yeah, I'm very interested. Let's go. Okay, so it's Robot Boy.
Oh, that's not good. Darkness won't work.
I do have a feeling that he is likely going to use physical attacks. I wonder if it's smart for me to be using physical attacks.
Last one. Go for it.
I think I'm gonna vary my strategy up here a little bit, because I'm kind of going into this blind. So,
Whoa, Kanji, that was great.
okay, so he is using physical attacks. Let's check our physical against him before.
Damn, couldn't finish.
All right, it does some damage at the very least. So, The fact that he's using physical is a little worrying.
Someone finish it off!
Persona!
Persona!
What? I can't defeat it!
Here goes. Crush it time!
Go! I'll finish you!
Should have lowered his defense before I started assaulting him. I just was I didn't want to waste a bunch of empty turns charging up.
Persona!
Who is he using that on? Okay, Kanji. Yeah, so, we have an item called Scapegoat Eggplant, and essentially if your character would die to an instant kill move, instead it consumes the item. It's very useful, however, I can't control who and when it gets consumed. So, hopefully this will do a solid chunk of damage.
It ain't going
Not
down!
bad. I think it just said she lost her attack increase, which is a little unfortunate. I haven't tried electricity yet.
I'll get it next time!
Crazy.
Whoa, Kanji, that was great!
I do not like that at all. I have to have something that removes rage, right? Panic, fear, and rage. I don't really care much if Teddy is raged, but main character cannot be taking a ton of extra damage from the enrage effect. So definitely do not want him to go down.
Off. Calm down.
I am not charged up. Wow.
Hey, not bad,
Ah.
Teddy. Keep it up.
The status effects are not doing me much good here. What is the best way for me to deal with this, I wonder?
Thank you. Sheesh. Wake up.
Okay, that was lucky. I was actually kind of hoping
One
that...
enemy to go. Keep it up.
I was planning on having Teddy use an item so that my main character could go.
Ah, guys, Chie-senpai's really hurt.
Ah!
Last one.
God, I hate
Go
that when
for
that
it.
happens. However, I can use Teddy's turn to heal, which is great.
Hey, not bad, Teddy. Keep it up.
It's looking pretty low. I don't think I need to charge up anymore.
It ain't going down!
Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah, not a bad boss fight at all. And we get a free courage point for defeating the enemy. I love that so much. I assume there's something here for somebody. Must be a title, not a title. Tile, not an object. Okay, so a weapon for the main character. I'll have to check that out later, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it an episode here. I'll see you guys outside of whatever area that Naoto is hidden in, and we're gonna have to save him in this the next episode. So I hope you all will join me, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye!